Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's going to be a little bit different from what I usually do. This is more like an advice video. So as you guys know, I do have locks now. I was natural like about 6 months ago. So this video is really for anyone who's thinking about getting locks. These are some things that I feel like you should consider or keep in mind before you go ahead and like make that big transition from however your hair is now to getting locks. These are just 5 things that I feel like you should know this. And then once you get an understanding of this, then you can go ahead and like, get locks. So the very first thing is, what kind of locks do you want? So for example, you can have free form, you can have sister locks, or you can have what I have, which are traditional locks. So the sister locks are like the really small ones that you see, and then the traditional ones are kind of like these, and then the free form are basically free forming. However it comes is how it comes. I feel like before you go ahead and start your locks, you really have to know which one you want, which one you feel like is better for you, because it's all about you and what you want, because this is a journey for you. Don't do something that you feel like this person might like or that. No, which one you like and which one you feel like you are going to be happy with for the rest of your life, or however long you want to keep your locks for. I feel like you should know which kind, like what kind of locks you want before you go ahead and start your lock journey, because when you started, you have to know which one you want to do, because once you get it locked, you get it locked. I mean, I know that you can go back, but like if you know ahead of time, you can avoid that step, right? Thing number 2 is the size of your locks, which also goes into the first one. However, this is more so if you get traditional locks like mine, it's best to know how big you want them. So like if you want not sister locks but not as big as mine, right? Or if you want them bigger than like a medium size, like the size that you want your locks matter, which is your lock count, you know what I mean? So like some people have like 120 something locks, and it's not this big, but it's also not as small as sister locks. If you do choose to get traditional locks, you need to know how big you want them to be, because that affects how they're going to look. If you want the smaller size, or if you want like kind of like a big chunky sort of thing, like the ones that Rihanna had a few years back, something like that. Or if you want them more like on the medium side, or if you want medium but not too large, like you have to know how big you want your locks if you do choose to do traditional locks. That I feel like is very important, because a lot of time you may think that you want them small, then you have to combine them because it's too small. You know what I mean? So, that's something that I feel like you really should know before you go ahead and start your locks. Number 3 is how you want to lock them. So this has like many subcategories, but what I mean by that is, for example, do you want to start with 2-strand twist, or do you want to start with finger coils? Because both of them are going to look very different. I have 2-strand twists. Mine do not look the same as someone who has finger coils. And then a subcategory of that is also, once you start them, how do you want to keep it going? Do you want to interlock? Do you want to palm roll? Like, how do you want to do it? Like, those things are something I feel like you should look into, because if you interlock it, it won't look the same as somebody who just coils them or someone who palm rolls them. So each of those have a different look. So it's really about how you want your hair to look. You have to really look into what kind of locks that you want, because not everybody's hair is the same. Yes, however, you have to at least have an idea of where you want to go in order to get there. You know what I'm saying? Number 4 is something that I tell a lot of people, is make sure you're ready. And by that I mean, locks are beautiful. Like, I've always wanted locks forever, but I knew that I wasn't ready. I always said I would wait till I was 40 to get my locks, because I'm like, I want to do all the dumb stuff that I want to do my hair first and then go ahead and get locks. So what I mean by make sure you're ready, like make sure you do whatever you want to do. Like, don't rush into the process, because I mean, you grown. If you want to do it and get rid of it, okay, cool. But like, you want to do all that stuff for real, I don't know about all that. But if you are thinking about it, make sure take the time to make sure you're actually ready to get your locks. Like for example, for me, when I was thinking about going to get my locks, I waited a full month to make sure I really wanted to do it, because once you start, you have to keep in mind you can't do certain things anymore. You do have a bit of leeway, like, you know, I got my little braid out going on, you know, but like if you like wash and goes, you can't do wash and goes no more, sis. You can't do that. So it's like you really have to make sure you're ready. You have to be ready mentally, spiritually, if you're into that, but you have to really be ready and be in that space to know I'm getting locks. There's something I will never be able to do again with my hair. And that's that. And if you don't like wigs, if you don't like braids, if you don't like protective styles, it's all you got. You're gonna have to make this work however way you're gonna make it work. So if you are not ready, do not rush the process, because it's a process, right? And last but not least, because I struggle with this and I still struggle with this, you need to have patience. I've learned so much from July to now, and a good 80% of that is patience, because when I first started, I wanted my hair to lock up like this. So it's a process. It's not going to lock after a month or after 2 months, or it might, but it's like you have to be patient and just trust your hair. Because for me, like, it was one point that I thought it wouldn't lock, because I'm like, oh my God, like, why is it taking so long? You know what I'm saying? So you need to have patience. Patience is key. That's one thing I learned about with this whole lock journey. Patience. I thought I had a little bit. Yeah, I didn't have any of it. So you really need to make sure you have patience with yourself and with your hair, and just trust the process, because eventually you'll get there. Like, I'm not there yet, but I'm close. I think I'm close. I don't know. But those are some things that I feel like you really should take into consideration before you go ahead and get locks, because those are very important to, you know, how your journey is going to be. And you don't want to start and then, you know, not like it, or, you know, have regrets and have to go back or things like that. So like, I feel like those things you really should think about and consider before you go ahead and get locks. With that being said, if you feel like you're ready, go ahead. I just wanted to share this with y'all because I feel like, you know, had I known this, it would have been a lot better for me. So yeah, I hope I can help somebody with this. If you're going through, like, you know, you're not sure if you want to take the leap or not, please think about these things first and then go ahead and do it if you still want to do it. And that's all I got. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.